Hi everyone, so I hope you like my first tutorial on this site, and this one is called Diamonds Are Forever, and it simply opens out. It's a beautiful card and it's got a nice area for you to put a text on or anything. So this one, God has given his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. That's a lovely travelly one. And we've got one here with flowers on. God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. I think one of my favourites at the moment is this one. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. So that is a beautiful one. So I did say I would show you how to make it. It's made from 2 blank cards, and I've tried to do it with American measurements. Here in the UK we use centimetres, but I've adjusted it so that you can do it with your letter size paper and stuff. So it's 11 inches across, folded in half, which is 5.5. Okay, and we need 2 of them. So I'll use a scoreboard to begin with. You can use it, I'll show you later, quite easily with an old worn out biro and a ruler. Is no problem. So for speed to start with, we're going to go with this one, and we're going to score at 2 3/4, 5.5, which is your normal fold in the middle, and 8 1/4. Okay, so we're going to do 2 exactly the same. So again, we're going 2 3/4, 5.5, which is the one in the middle, and 8 1/4 on there. Now, I'm going to spin it round and either measure 2 3/4 across here and put a little mark. I'm going to do it in pencil so you can see. 2 3/4, and on this one we're going 2 3/4. Okay. Right, now we've got 3 lines down, and what we want to do is to put a line from the first score line to the 3rd one there. So I'll do it here with a ruler. So I'm going from the first score line there to the 3rd score line at the bottom, and I've just got a little ball tool and I'm going straight across. Okay, turn it round and I'm going to do the opposite one, so you can hopefully see from the 3rd one to the 1st one. And if I lift this up, I'm hoping you can see that they all cross in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to do exactly the same on this one, from there to there, and from the 1st one to the 3rd one. And again, you can see that they cross exactly in the middle. Now we're going to fold those cross pieces, and when we fold them across, I want to make sure that this score line meets this score line up here, and I can press across. Okay. Turn it over and go the opposite direction. I want my diagonal line here to meet with that score line. So That will show you a little bit better how the lines are crossing. Okay. Take this one. Doesn't matter what order you do them in, but do make sure that your lines meet up. When you do a score line and bend it, if it's thick paper, it can go off and you can be 1/4 inch out. So make sure it is all folded nicely. So there we have the second one with the score marks. Right, now we're going to look at this one, and we're going to take the measurement of 2 3/4 there, and I'm going to do it with a pencil so you can see it. I'm going to mark a point. So from this score line, I've now marked this pointed piece. Now I can do it on this one as well, but what I'm going to do is put them together, and I don't know what they're called in America, but we call them bulldog clips, and I'm going to clip the two together. There's another one. They come in all different sizes, but they all work exactly the same. It's just to hold it temporarily. Right, and now I can cut those two triangles off. Okay, no fancy dies or anything. Now take these clips off, and I have two pieces exactly the same. So I'm going to take one piece, turn it round 180 degrees and place it on here. Now you can see that there's two diamonds, and we're going to take this one, put it over the top, and I want to stick that in place, but I don't want to interfere with these crease marks. Okay, so I'm going to take that out to one side. I'm going to put myself some double-sided tape all the way round, but I'm only going to remove one piece. Okay, so I'm going to remove this piece here, and then I'm going to line up this, making sure my crease lines are not interfering, and there we have it placed. Now if I hadn't got it right, I can easily remove this because I've only stuck that one piece. So I'm now going to take the other pieces off and let this go down, and it's perfectly in place. Right? Try not to hover over when you've got lots of glue exposed. Just safely do one piece and then let it drop down. Now we're going to check that our mechanism works. So the mechanism, right, we want this piece here, this straight line down and this straight line down. We want to push those together, and this card will start folding itself. Okay, this flap comes out, and there you've got the start of your left hand side of your card. Okay, let's do those. Right, take the straight line down, push it together, and the card will fold itself. Pull this side flap out, and you've got your card fold. So, smooth down all the creases, and there is our card mechanism. Don't worry about this bit, this crease down the middle. That's just helped you when we've been doing it. Right, now I've prepared some of the pictures from Carolyn's musing. I've got some side pieces and 2 pieces. So I've actually cut 3 pieces that are 5 inches, I believe, square. That looks a bit long. So I'll just cut those. I've obviously cut one wrong. There we go. So 3 pieces, 5 inches square. These I have cut from one of those pieces to make 2 1/4 wide, 5 inches long. Okay. I will put measurements on over the top of the video. So the first one we're going to take is the one that's going on the centerpiece. Okay. So flip it over, and we're going to measure, that is 5 inches. We're going to measure 2 1/2 inches across. So I can do it on here. I'm afraid my ruler doesn't have inches. So I'm going to mark 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, and 2 1/2. That's all the measuring we need to do. And I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to join up those marks. This is on the back, nobody's going to see it. Okay. Right, and we're going to cut them off. Now you've got to remember that your picture will be a diamond shape. These triangles will be cut off. Okay, so I can see the wording is that way. So I'm going to cut these off. Keep them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is a triangle that's going to go, sorry, not a triangle, diamond that's going to go on the front. And I think I'll have the B just up in this top corner here. Okay, now we want to make it stand out a bit. So I'm going to take some metallic card, and you can do it in a card that tones with the colours. And this is a good way of getting a beautiful mat around it without any dies. So I'm going to place that on there, and I need a good portion around my design, because I'm going to take fancy scissors and I'm going to cut round using the fancy scissors, keeping tight to the edge. If you don't have enough card for your scissors to hold on to, it will shred. It's not the fault of the scissors. Right, cheap scissors are brilliant too, but it needs the same width of the scissors to hang on to the card so it cuts nicely. Always cut straight on past and you get a nice finish at the corners. Right, we're going to fix this one on. The card will come together very quickly. So I wanted the bee in the top corner. So now with the mat around, that virtually fills that diamond shape. Okay. Now we've got these 4 pieces here. Now these can either go, spread the card out, these can either go in these corners or it can go on these outer corners. So I think I'm going to put them in the outer corners. So I'm going to go with wet glue. Always use the best glue for what you're doing. So I'm going to go 1 in there. It's exactly the right size. Right, this one I'm going on an outside 1. So I think that's going up there. So you've got a little bit of wiggle room if you've got wet glue. This one is going on this one. You can put them anywhere you like. Okay. And this last one is going up in this corner. Okay. So we've got those pieces on there. Now we're going to take these side pieces and they're going to go on there. So again we're going to take some matching metallic card, and we're going to cut the same sort of border all the way round. If you've got dies you can use them, but whether you will have exactly the right size is another matter. So this way you can use 1 pair of scissors and achieve a beautiful effect. So always check your scissors are going the right way. And we're going to cut through. I always cut past so I get a nice neat finish to the corner. I don't believe in running the video on fast because you need to really see it made in real time. So there's one. Nearly there. Clear your rubbish out the way, and that one goes up that way, and that one is up that way. Do be careful of directions if you have a directional paper. So this one is going on there. You get a nice white border all the way round and it matches this border here. I do have a YouTube channel which will give you all the measurements in centimetres as well. So I will put a link to that. Let's just move that a bit. Right, now we need to cover these ones. Again, it's just a piece of 5-inch paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to take this now, and I'm going to use a knife, craft knife, and I want to go first from corner to corner. Okay, turn it round and put the two together, because now I want to go from this point to this point, but I need to measure. I've got one with inches on it. 7 inches, so we want 3.5 to there. So I now need to go from there to that point. So I want 2 big pieces for a start, which are going to go onto there. This piece here, we want to cut down the middle there. So again, I need to measure to find the halfway mark, and that is 2.5 to there. From there to the point, is going to give me 4 small pieces, and they're going to be exactly the right size to go into there. It is such a clever card. So I'm going to put my big ones on first. Got a tiny white border all the way round. Then the next one. Now these, there is a direction to my paper, so I need to make sure that they are going in the right direction. Okay, so try them. No, that needs to go that direction. Always try them against the card and you'll soon see if it's the wrong direction. That one's going up there. You can see that I've got lines going up and down, and this one will automatically be right. There. So normally I would give that time to dry, right? But just give it a quick close and check out what we've got. So we've got a lovely card coming. Now there's one important thing that we haven't done, and that is the wording on here. Okay. So I've got some wording that has got lots and lots of texts on it, and we're going to go this one that I think is really appropriate. These are printed on like a matte acetate. So we're going to go onto there. And it's I thank my God for you every time I think of you. So thank you for letting me join the group, and I hope you like the card tutorial. So God bless you all.